Hello friends, welcome to Planmas Day 23. I feel like this is probably going to be my last Planmas video. Today is actually the 23rd that I'm filming this. I'm not filming this in a lot of these videos now in advance. And so I think after today, it's just going to be let's spend time with family and do all the fun, festive holiday things. But I do want to say that I have really enjoyed participating in Planmas this year. This is the first year that I've actually done it. So I've really enjoyed doing it. It's been fun. And I've even enjoyed going live and chatting with all of you guys. So it's been an awesome experience. But
What's up, guys?
This will be the last day. Jesse asked me, was I going to keep that in? And I was like, yep, sure am. Okay, so I guess today Monique asked me about filming a flip of all of my weeks. And I was like, ooh, that's a great idea. So I was like, let me just do that. Let's get a little nostalgic and flip through all of these planners. So I learned about Hobonichi Weeks, I think in 2020 or 2021. And I wasn't entirely intrigued. And then I started watching other people's videos and I was like, that is the coolest planner. So moving into 2025, this will be my 4th year in Weeks. This year was my 3rd year in Weeks, and I bought my first Weeks in 2022. I think I bought this either on JetPens or Amazon. This year, 2024, was the first year I actually ordered anything from the Hobonichi Weeks website, and that was an interesting experience, but I liked all the freebies. I'm rambling on. So yes, I started using Hobonichi Weeks in 2022 and have been in them ever since. I feel like this is another one of those emotional support planners, right? That it's a staple now in my life. So in 2022, I bought the Mega. They called this color peach. To me, it's pink. But I thought I would just quickly flip through it and show you what this, a completed book looked like. This was my on-the-go planner in 2022. So I did kind of put a few pieces of decor in here, tipped in some stuff. This is when I was trying to make my own stickers. I didn't have the right machine. I bought the SM Plans holidays list and yearly overview to pop in here. This was, I was tracking cycle, headache, migraines, and workouts, and I made it through to day 1 in August. So I wasn't really consistent in it. And then the monthlies were just that, monthly. So I decorated a lot of the months ahead of time. I can't remember where all these stickers are from, but I did a thing where it was I staggered the months so it wouldn't bulk up. I kind of did it quarterly. Does that make sense? See, January, February, March, and then April I went back up to the top. And I just used washi and month stickers that I'm sure I bought from a sticker shop. It's the spine is coming undone. This thing was well used and well loved. I would throw this thing in my purse and just scribble in it and just had a good old time. But this thing holds a lot of memories too for me, because this was Malaya's first year doing cheer. This was, I think, Sophie's first year doing soccer. This is when I got my new job and we were busy. There's a lot of memories in here. So I'm just kind of flipping through. And then I did use the January to feature plan. And I've, put some stuff in here, but not a ton. And I jumped into this thing as soon as I could use it. And so I was playing with different layouts as I was using it. But really, it was just, I would scribble in this thing and just use it on the go. I would play with stickers. This was when we went to Helen, Georgia. Oh, that was fun. That was a fun trip. So sometimes I would put pictures in here, but not a lot. Y'all, that was when I got my van. Oh, wow. I can't believe it. Man, I put some miles on that van. This was 2021. So I've had that thing 3 years, y'all. I have put some miles on that van. And I think we got the van because of the Helen trip, because we were so scrunched. I had a Honda Accord, and we were so scrunched in that thing. But yeah, I would just play with stickers. Sometimes I would use stickers and sometimes I wouldn't. But I would just scribble in here. And just looking back, oh, I remember that was ooh. And then there was Malaya's beauty walk. So I didn't always put pictures in here, but I would sometimes. And there's like a little Sophie and Maggie. And it was, I would write down like our appointments and things, and then I'd write other stuff. Yeah. I think this was like as I was like wrapping up grad school too. So I can't remember if it was this one or the next one that I used. No, I graduated in 2022. So, but yeah, I just kind of played with it. It's so messy and so scribbly, and I just had a great time in this thing. Some weeks were more used than others. Like I even tried like doing like to buy list workouts, and I would just play around. I think this was the, oh, I loved that fountain pen ink. I remember it. That was the Atramentis Alexander Hamilton. It was this beautiful deep purple, and it was when I first got my TWSBI Eco in this purple color, and I thought it looked so good in this pen. But I mean, like, there were some days that it was just like, yeah, I was doing grad school assignments in here too. I had 2 classes I was taking at that time in grad school, and also doing my field placement while working full time. So that was fun. That was when I went to the graduation reception. That's when I graduated, y'all, with my master's at, how old was I? 35? 36? Can't remember. Or was I older? Yeah, so I would do to-do lists, workouts, just write random stuff. It was so messy and so good. And this thing went in my purse. And then I had my hysterectomy on this day. And so I kind of took a break, but I wrote notes about things. Yeah. And then I started writing how I was feeling. And then I was kind of like backlogging even, like people coming to visit me. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? That highlight? I don't know. But man, this planner, y'all, was a workhorse. And then when I was studying for my state boards, I was trying to create a plan, like a study plan each week in here. And trying to, because I was off that summer, like healing from my hysterectomy. Y'all, it took me a good 5 weeks. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a crazy, my last like school year as a school social worker was crazy. This was when I went to the beach. Did I go with my friends? Yeah. That was when I went to the beach with my friends. And then I started like highlighting stuff that I finished. I was writing my state boards study plan there. I'd write, yeah, to-dos, to-buys. But man, this planner, y'all, was such a workhorse. I'm legitimately, I mean, and there were weeks that it was just like I wrote a full-on like grocery list. Then I had to get Sophie stuff for soccer. I tried meal planning in here for a little while. Like Sophie always when she couldn't spell nuggets. And now she's like spelling bee champion runner-up. Excuse me, Chewy. Yeah. Oh, and that was when I started trying to use these little sticky notes to meal plan. Every once in a while, I'd put some random washi down. This was when I had like interviewed for the job that I'm in now, and I wanted like some follow-up because I needed to know. Because I was a supervisor in my previous position, I had to give a 30-day notice, or it was crazy. And then I started my new job in October. Wow, look at that. But yeah, I really played and experimented. This was like a great first year for a Hobonichi Weeks, in my opinion. It was not the prettiest, but man, this thing was a workhorse. And it was always in my car or always in my purse. And I just, like this week. Look at all the sticky notes. And then and I made that sticker, and I was having fun with, I still have this pen, y'all. This pen is 2 years old. I still have it. Yeah, these came out really blurry, but I had fun making them. All right. And then I had this that was like my accomplishments, like things that happened. And I kind of fell off after October. And then I was trying to do this like whole highlighter of the month thing, and I fell off. This was my vision board. I just like printed stuff out and then cut it off and then pasted it in. These were my goals. That was a year I set way too many goals for myself. Y'all notice I don't really share my goals. I did index. I did this after the fact. So I set aside this page as an index. And then when I went to go put this on my bookshelf before I went through and just put in stuff. This was a fun list. I've thought about doing this for the 2025 book because I don't have it for this book where I wrote out all the Christmas movies I watched in 2021 because I started using this planner the end of 2021, and then I wrote out all the Christmas movies I watched in 2022, and that was fun. I wrote like the places we traveled. I loved this. I want to do it again. But I did like a picture of Malaya, like December 31st, 2021, and then a picture of her December 31st, 2022. And like, look at the difference. And then I tried to write their accomplishments or things that happened. And then I did the same with Sophie. So I took a picture on December 31st, 2021. And then I, took a picture on the same like for the next year to see how much they had changed, and that was fun. I wrote my own accomplishments. You know, I was very proud of my work at grad school because sorry y'all, I had to pause because Chewy was hitting his bowl, but I was really proud of the work that I did in grad school because I still worked full-time. So I've got the Master Scholars Award. I maintained a 4.0 GPA. So I graduated with honors, and then I was officially an MSW. And then on that day, I applied to take the state boards, and I did pass my state boards also in September of 2022. So that was a big feat. I didn't do a whole lot of reading in, grad school and life and all that stuff, but that was my book log. And then I did keep track of like shows and movies. So those were like my collections that I had set up. These are all blank. And I like randomly made like, these are some beauty products I wanted to try. I still haven't tried them. I had a Trader Joe's favorites. We don't really go to Trader Joe's a whole lot. That was like some notes I took about my hysterectomy. I wrote some things we did in Helen. This was like, just like a regular to do. And then I wrote like this font, offered to font that I liked. I was doing some meal planning. Taking notes. I would pull this thing out like if I was in my car making phone calls, anything like that. This is when I like started getting interested in fountain pens and was curious about them. I was making like sinking fun notes. I joined a gym on that day, and then I ended up leaving that gym. I had a fundraising list. That was like an incident at Malaya's school that had to be handled. Still in here. Yeah, Sophie wrote that. Like, this was so scribbly and so good. Oh, Malaya was sick and I was checking her temps. Y'all, this was like, I'm telling y'all, it was just a workhorse. I had Starbucks drinks I liked. So much random stuff. I started a fountain pen wish list and didn't do anything with it. Bills to pay. I mean, like, to-do lists. Meal plan. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. It was very private stuff. It was work stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Sophie again writing in here. That was her book log that I started and didn't finish. I did like a lot of sinking funds notes. More sinking funds notes, stuff about my brother's wedding. Let's see. Yeah. Me and Sophie was explaining to me why an odd number is an odd number. I took notes at a conference. Doodles. Just mapping out stuff. Jewelry. That's too cute. I don't know what that is. We did like I did some notes on like kids we sponsored for Christmas. More doodles from Sophie. Y'all, in 2023, I wanted to open a digital shop. I don't anymore. I did, look y'all, I did pay that off. I haven't bought an iPad. I lost 15 pounds. And I haven't learned Photoshop. That's too funny. Grocery list. We were playing Hangman. And I think a lot of these are blank. Yeah, so a lot of wasted pages. I thought I would need a mega because I do a lot of scribbling, especially like on the go. Like when I would sit in my car, waiting like for Malaya to get out of practice or whatever. Like I would like write thoughts about our finances and stuff. This was like my little pen test. That was when I bought that Five Below fountain pen. More pen tests, Tombos, more Tombos. This was just so random. I forgot that was in here. Holy guacamole. Let me put that back here. Yeah. I had to cut some parts out. I don't know what that is. I guess it's Tombos. Oh, I wonder if I was like swatching Tombos at Michael's. Yeah. This was like, I used the My 100 that year for a random savings challenge. So what I would do is like, I would use that, you know, that like wheel, that auto-generated wheel. And I'd put in 1 to 100 and I would let it spin. And that's how much money I would put towards a priority savings goal. Or priority, like, financial goal. But, yeah. And then Jessie wrote me that. Because that was when I got my Pilot Metropolitan. Was the first fountain pen. Yeah. So, that was 2022, y'all. That was very nostalgic. 2023, I got a regular Weeks in this Liberty Fabrics. I don't know what it was called. I didn't have, like, a plan for this when I got it, honestly. Because I already had, like, my on-the-go planner. That was when I was using the Moleskin weekly. But this one, yeah, this one served a lot of different purposes in 2023. So I did, like, I made these, like, affirmation cards. I tipped that in, put in these stickers. My 2023, my word of the year was embrace. I have this, like, inbox sticker, this full sheet sticker from V that I never used. Didn't do anything with that. Oh, I was doing my weight. And then here, I feel like highlighting the box was probably workout days. And then I was just writing in January, like one thing I was grateful for. I had the flu that week. I remember that. And then I started using it to just write my workouts. Very much how I used my cousin this year. And then March. And then this was the year that I took that very long break from YouTube and Instagram, and I was like planning, but I wasn't really like touching. I was going through some stuff, so I wasn't really touching a lot of my planners. It was mainly planning for necessity, not for my mental health. And so I don't really know when I first started this, what the purpose of this was, aside from I was just playing in it and writing stuff, putting in notes. What did I do? You know, oh, I would do like a currently reading, listening to, that type of thing. I think at one point tried to use this for like health and other things and hobbies. That's a cute spread. I like this one. Here's another cute one. I was watching Virgin River. That shit took a weird turn for me. And then I use this like as like almost like a journal. And then I set up a habit tracker. And then in February, I planned in here, like weekly planned. So very much like the same structure I use now, except I wasn't planning my workouts. I was just playing around with it. And then March, didn't do anything. So this was probably like my most inconsistent weeks. And then I think I was like not in this for the bulk. Yeah, it's very blank, very empty for the bulk of 2023. And then I randomly decided to start using it again because I was planning in my personal rings or my Moleskin, my weekly Moleskin. But then I was like, I kind of just want to plan in this. So it was like bare minimum. I was trying to plan out like workout days, that type of thing. Just I feel like I was getting better. I was in survival mode a lot of the time. Thanksgiving. Then I started getting a little bit more consistent in here. Because I was working out. In 2023, I worked out actually a lot. I just wasn't consistent in my weeks. Yeah. And then I was in here. And then I stopped using it then. Then here was my vision board. And then I had all of these goals again. I had all these, I didn't do anything. I was very inconsistent in this one. It's cute though, the way I had it set up. I had made these stickers because I was going to do like my index, my accomplishments, the girls thing. I didn't do it. Christmas movies, I didn't really follow through. Planner purchases, that was when I bought Jessie, the Hobonichi cousin. I think this was my reading or weight log. Oh, I got into the ACOTAR series, my weight loss log. That was a poem that I wrote. It was a mental health poem. I'm not sharing that. That was very, very challenging. Oh, I would do like monthly reviews. And then I feel like the rest is pretty blank. I don't know what I was checking here. But yeah, I didn't use a whole lot. Oh, I did a currently inked briefly in here. So I was the least consistent in this week's. So that was 2023. And then 2024, y'all have seen this, but this is going to be my full year flip too. So I'm just going to flip through all the pages and just go through it really quickly. This has been the same. I made this like sad little collage. I was trying to be cute and it just wasn't as cute as I hoped it would be. And then I had a lot of like cute stuff from Via Creations and Pen, Paper, and Plans. And I think Sophie from Paper Planner Bliss had sent me that a long time ago. So I was just using my stuff. So my word of the year was flourish. Lord, I ripped it. This is that yearly tracker. I just got to input my data for December, y'all, and it's a full completed tracker. So I planned in this. This was my neat and pretty planner for 2024. And I stayed very consistent in this planner. And I would use the monthlies to track like sleep, headaches, and migraines. 2024 was a rough year for like those chronic issues that I have. But these are my monthlies. I did a lot of like monthly plan with me's on my video. I think June was the 1 month that I didn't like track. I could get the sleep data, but I just was like, I don't have the energy. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So I just don't have the data for June, but everywhere else. And I didn't wear my Fitbit. So like if there's like a gap, it means I just didn't wear my Fitbit. This is a cute spread. This was a cute spread. Look at that. That one's cute too. September. Very fall vibes. This was very basic and plain. That was November. And then December. I decided to tip in this piece of vellum. Just thought it was cute. And I didn't track in here because of my 2025 weeks. So I went ahead and wrote in these dates because I got to set up my Just Scribble planner. And then I used these pages to try to map out like how I wanted to map out my health weeks. So it was just playing. It was just playing around and playing with different, what am I trying to say, y'all? Layouts. That's what I'm trying to say. I forgot that I did that I need to highlight the date if it was a struggle day. So I moved in here like January 1st. And yeah. And I kept the same exact structure all year long. All freaking year long. That's insane. So I drew the line down the center. I had appointments and events on one side, and then I had to-dos on the other. These were my scheduled workouts I did to do. Sometimes I'd throw in an affirmation, and then I had my habit trackers. And y'all, I did that for the whole freaking year, and I'm probably going to do it in 2025. I experimented in here with decor, different colors, fountain pens, stamping. I had so much fun, like for a period of time where I just was living my best life stamping these pages. It was just fun. That's what I like about this. This is, I mean, I don't know if it's fully a year of record, but I feel like if it's not, it's pretty darn close. The only thing I don't have in here is pictures, but I feel like I didn't need it for this year because I had my Hobonichi Hon, and I stayed very consistent in that planner, or in that memory book as well. But yes, I just had so much fun using this planner. I did a lot of weekly plan with me's. I would say for the majority of the year, if not every year. But I stopped being so rigid, and I can only do neutrals and da-da-da-da, and I just opened myself up to whatever I wanted to do and whatever I thought looked the cutest. And, like, there is smudged ink. Look at that. Like, this Diamine ink, it can dry forever and it still smears. Can't remember which one it was. But there are some weeks it was just like, yeah, summer is not as busy for us. So it's just like, whatever. And that cinema roll washi that Jessie bought me, so cute. But yeah, this was just such an enjoyable planner to be in. I really loved it. I just had fun. Look at the bobas. Those are from Pen Paper and Plans. They're so cute. The bows. This is birthday week. So birthday week, y'all. You know, Malaya's birthday is the 12th. Mine's the 14th. My brother's is the 10th. My nephew's is the 7th. But this is birthday week in August. But yes, it's nice to flip through, y'all. First of all, scrumptious paper, right? But it's so fun to flip through these and see what was happening in my life. Like, how many weeks did I have renew driver's license? I think I was giving, like, other people anxiety because I was so avoidant. Like, look, how many weeks did I have driver's license renewal? Renew driver's license. That was September. Oh, my gosh. Renew driver's license. That was like the run-in joke on my channel, like from like until I did it. But yes, I'm sorry. Renew driver's license. I went into October, y'all. I think I finally renewed it. I can't remember when. I did it this week, the last week of October going into November. I finally renewed my driver's license. But it was so funny. It was like a run-in joke. And then these cute stickers from Amazon and the washi. It was fun. This is a fun planner. I love it. And the paper is just scrumptious. And then this is the week. And this is actually the last week I'm going to be in this week. So I'm going to be moving into my 2025 weeks. But I just went like festive in here. So I'm not going to use that one. And then I just jumped right in. I didn't set up collections. I just started like taking notes. I need to be cautious because I did write some personal things in here. Yeah. I'd like paste in monthlies. I did that very briefly. Must get taxes done. Y'all, I'm a professional procrastinator. That was when I got the Maison A2 retractable. And it says EF, but writes like a fine, not scratchy, good ink flow. And it was inked with that. Jessie wrote with it. Everyone was writing with it in the family, just for funsies. I got these stamps at the Dollar Tree. New marker. Let me skip that page. This was like me taking notes on the Sterling ink planners. And then I had planners for, or my notes for the Hobonichi wish list. These are pen swatches. I wrote some notes about our trip. And then I started mapping stuff out here. Daily to-do listing. I pieced in this acetate because why not? It's Christmas time. And I think that's it. And then I had, what else did I have in here? I did collections in the back. So I didn't set up collections. So I like worked from the back to the front with my collections. These two didn't pan out. Wish list and to watch list did not pan out. I made my own blotting paper with watercolor paper. And I just cut it down to size and rounded the corners. It worked fine. I did a series log and a movie log. I need to add Home Alone to this list. And then I had a weight log back here. And then I used the My 100 as my swatch page, which I thought was cute. And then I don't think I used anything else back here. Yeah, but that was fun. So these are 3 years of somewhat I would say mainly completed, right? And so, yes, I've loved Hobonichi Weeks. I really like one. I really like this planner. So I feel like this is like a staple in my life. And it's been fun, like being consistent. So actually for 2025, if you guys, watched my Techo Kaigi, you'll see that I actually have 2 Hobonichi Weeks in play. I had originally, okay, so I wanted the Through the Purple Night, but the Hobonichi debacle is sold out, da-da-da-da. So I just grabbed this one, this Liberty Fabrics one. I was like, it's cute, it's pretty. So I bought it with the intention of using this as just, you know, the way I used the weeks for 2024, which is like my neat and organized cutesy-wootsy planning. To work in conjunction with my on-the-go planner. And then I was, you know, my husband he is so sweet, and he found this from a reseller, and he did pay, he paid a marked up price for it, but he was like, I just wanted to get it for you. So I just love, y'all, this art on here is absolutely beautiful. Purple is my favorite color. I just love it. So this is going to be my cutesy-wootsy planner for 2025. I have like set it up. I scanned in the, so with this weeks, you get the pencil board, and it's really cute. And you can't buy this separate, is my understanding. So I scanned in the digital and printed it on vellum, and then I just tipped in some stuff. So what I wanted to do this year was use my own original art to make dashboards. So this was a piece I had painted, and I just kind of pulled from the colors in Canva to make that. And then it's not set up because it's not a planner I need to set up in advance. It's a planner that I write my plans in, but I just make it cute. And then the next thing I did was I made an index here, and then this is going to be collections, and I kind of like mapped out my collections, what I want to write or keep in here. And then there is also a place that I delineated for notes. So all of these are my original art that I, you know, scanned in. So I thought that was cool. And I'll probably do like another swatch page and all of that. And then this week's I'm using as my health and wellness planner, which if you watch my videos, you know. So it's got like my vision board. I kind of pasted these in so I can have like a yearly tracker of like gym days, and then like my chronic headache and migraine issues, step tracker, and then I'm like, you know, noting stuff in my health planner. And then in the back, I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm setting up trackers essentially here. So, yeah. And then I'm keeping like other notes, like health notes basically in here. So like doctor visits, health notes, mental health stuff, medications, that type of thing in the notes pages. So I'm excited also to be in a weeks for 2025, and this will make it year 4 for me of being in the weeks. So if we're looking at it from this perspective, right, this will be like after 2025 finishes, this will be my completed weeks collection. And I'm excited that I've, you know, for the most part been fairly consistent in these planners. So yeah. This is a long video, y'all. So if you like hung in here like for all this time, thank you. I appreciate it. But yes, Hobonichi Weeks is a great planner once you kind of get accustomed to the paper. I know like when I first started in Weeks, I was like, this paper is weird. But like once I fell in love with the Tomoe River paper. It's so wonderful and scrumptious, and having like an entire year in this teeny tiny skinny book is so cool. So, and it's such a versatile planner. I think that's what I like about it, is you can use it for so many things, and really get it to fit into like what you want to plan with, which I love. So yeah, there you go, friends. Those are the weeks. So I know Monique will be happy that I like made a long video flipping through my weeks. So this one's for you, Monique, my sweet friend. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, today is going to be like my last Planmas video. And I will say I have really enjoyed it. And it's been fun, like filming content like almost every day in December. It's been fun, but a lot of work, you know? But yeah, so anywho, my lovely friends, I thank y'all so much for joining me and for, you know, hanging out with me during Planmas. I do take requests on videos, in case anybody was wondering. I'm like a DJ. I will take a request. If you're like, hey, you should film a video doing that, you know, I would say 90% of the time I'm filming that video, because I want to add like, I want to add value and like do things that y'all think is like enjoyable to watch, you know, because I love sharing all things planning with you guys. But anyway, thank you. Like I said, I'm rambling at this point, but thank you guys so much for joining me for this video and for Planmas. If you've been able to check it out, I do have a playlist, you know, feel free to check it out if you missed any. I really do hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if we don't chat before then. All right, friends. Bye. Have a fabulous day.